Hey, how's it going? We're going to be looking at some train depots today. We're starting here in Keokuk, the Keokuk Union Depot. They've been working on this for, I don't know, a decade now. Got lots of grants and stuff to fix it up. They've done some good work. They just redid the front canopy, or train shed, as they call it. And it turned out pretty nice. Got a grant for that. They got another grant. They're going to do some more tuck pointing or whatnot on it. But built in the 1890s. Chicago architects Burnham and Root, if I remember correctly. You can correct me on that if that's wrong, but I've written and read so many articles about the place that I think I have that committed to memory. They got a thing going on here, Lee and Van Buren County, that's what it's called, and maybe even a little in Henry County here in southeast Iowa, where they got a bunch of these old depots open today. So I thought I'd take a look at a couple of them. There's like 10 or 12. I don't think I'm going to make it to all of them because it'll be several hours of road time, and I ain't got the time for that. So here's the back side of the depot. See it looking pretty good. Still a little bit of work to do up there on the second story, but they put that tower back up there. That'd been gone for years. Put that clock up in there, so it looks really good, and they're continuing to work on it. We'll flip around to the front side. Like I said, still a little bit of work needed, but they've really done a good job on this place. We're walking around the side here. Yeah, if I want to walk through that. But here's the train shed I was talking about, canopy. I wonder if I can metal detect here. Anyway. They're gonna have a talk tomorrow about restoring this. Try to pop down on that. It's a bad time for me, 3 in the afternoon on Sunday, right when I'm wrapping up Monday's paper. But do my best to get down, listen to the guy. Supposedly the last one left around, so that'll be an interesting talk. How's it going? I was hoping they'd have these cars moved, but the railroad doesn't always do that when they ask, so we'll pop inside. Hey, I had the architect right. Burnham and Root. Alright, they got the inside looking really good. A lot of memorabilia in here, of course. Remember when I was a early teenager, someone had like an ice cream stand in here a couple months. Didn't last very long. They had big jars of pickles that they sold right off that counter. So I had several of those. Probably a quarter at the time, you know. But this is there's the baggage room back there. This is where they usually have presentations, music and stuff. Got some cookies. But yeah. Looks pretty nice in here. Beautiful architecture. Here's a look at how the train shed did look. This was before they got the clock up in there. I had to stop and get gas because I'm in the Challenger today and it passes everything but a gas station. And this isn't a sponsored video or anything, but I downloaded the Upside app a while back and you get cash back at a lot of gas stations. I'll put my reference code down in the description of this video. And if you want to try it out, go through that and start saving some money. Has some restaurants too, but a lot of gas stations. So I saved 10 cents a gallon here at this station. So after a while, you know, you'll build up some cash and cash it out. It's not that bad of a thing. We're on our way, gonna hit Fort Madison next. Alright, here we are in Fort Madison, Iowa. I used to write for the newspaper in Fort Madison, and the second story I ever did was about this depot, because they were moving the Amtrak station down here. That was in May of 2006. Last year, they finally got the Amtrak station in here. So stuff doesn't actually or always work as quick as people like it to, but there's a couple floods in there. They raised this depot out of the flood zone too. That was a major project. Glad to see it didn't crack in half or whatever when they did that. But it's not as fancy, I don't think, as Keokuk's, but it's a pretty nice depot, pretty big one. Fort Madison and Keokuk being the two county seats of Lee County. And bonus in Fort Madison is we got the second depot over here. So I think both of these are open today. So take a look. Walk around a little bit. I think I got a caboose down over here. To YouTube on, I think. So yeah, I got looking pretty good. Ready to hop on the train. Amtrak. The Southwest Chief, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. They don't have a canopy here like Keokuk's, but it's okay. Let's see if we can hop inside.
It'll kill it. You get run over by it, you die. It has a lot of horsepower.
Andy down there at the museum just said these benches weigh about a ton. They didn't measure the door when they ordered them, so they had a great time getting them in here. But funny story. So this is the Amtrak part, looks like. And then back there, got a bunch more stuff. I don't know if it's open. We'll take a look around this one. I don't remember what the story is. One over there is Santa Fe, and this is Burlington Northern or something like that. This one I'm not sure of on restoration or anything. It still looks like it's in pretty decent shape.
For the CD and Q, and it would have sat here about necessary.
They would have used that to bridge up to let people, or let the boats go through.
Yeah. What grades are you in?
All right, on our way to the next one, we're going out to Donaldson, I think. Yep, this is the way to Donaldson. Check that one out. So I'll be back in a few seconds for you, 10 minutes for me. Now this one's a little different. It's in Donaldson. There's no railroad tracks left, but it was a depot at one time. Get out of the sun a little bit. But there's a plan to fix this one up. The city's kind of giving permission for someone to start doing that. See, it needs some work. And it's in a park though, so pretty nice. Let's see what this is, a time capsule. I'll be 102. I don't think I'll make it. But that's about it for this one. You can't go inside here. We'll walk around a little bit. I never really walked around this building before. A little bay window thing back there. Interesting. But I'm guessing the tracks came kind of right through here where this lumber yard is now. Oh, maybe you can go in there. Yeah, there's people in there. Well, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Which would have been in the early 50s.
Yeah, last train through here was February 14th, 69.
69?
Yeah.
Yeah, 69 ended a lot of them.
Yeah, now, I don't know how I found out about it. I was a senior in high school, but I was here and I can't tell you what I had for breakfast, but I can remember that as clear as a Dickens when I was
Yeah,
there.
well, it's some stuff that sticks with you.
Well, of course, the depot agent was like the captain of the ship. This was his command.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I stepped outside and watched the train leave, and I came back in, and the girl here had been the agent here for like 21 years. She passed away.
Here's everything you ever wanted to know about Mennonites in Lee County. Pause that if you want to read it. Next, we're heading out to Farmington, to a place called Hamill. So, take that what you will. Driving on these 2-lane roads, and people like to drive about 40 miles an hour on these. So, get a little frustrated here. But it'll be alright. We'll be there in a few minutes. I don't know if this is so much a depot, but they got train stuff here. We're out in Farmington, Iowa, Van Buren County, and this is Hamill. Interesting name. But they're open. I'm gonna go in and check this out.
They're in the end still, we're just building the layout. They live out there east of Mount Pleasant on 34th. Sounds like they're gonna live for 5 or 6 years. They're in the process of building the layout.
Must be where,
That's pretty cool.
Near, I didn't know if it was there or near there. It's out in that area, near where you turn to the morning.
were they out on the detour, or the depot tour?
They were taking, they've been down.
Good. I didn't get down and see the animal press from one of these times. He finally got his supercar.
Cool, got a little old town Main Street type scenery there.
Got his
Yeah.
booth. Seemed like they had trouble.
Funeral going on. Like the hearse. And the Volkswagen bus.
That was Anderson. They didn't want a train, they just wanted a train.
Well, that was Hamill. Never been in there before. Pretty neat train setup. Didn't realize that was up there. It was in the upstairs, kind of some steep stairs, but worth checking out. I don't know, I'm gonna look at the map, see where we're going next. Well, here's a depot in Farmington. Leaving Farmington, we're gonna try to find this Mount Hamill. Probably be a little one like Donaldson. Not sure where it is. Hopefully my map on my phone is somewhat correct. We'll find out here in a few minutes. Alright, we've made it to Mount Hamill. There's the world famous Mount Hamill tap for their chicken, good chicken. Ate there a couple times. And this depot was listed as under construction, and I'm gonna definitely agree with that. But here she is, the Hamill Depot. Not sure why it lost its mount, but it's a small one, you know, Mount Hamill. This is the town, so can't expect too much from it. But it's got a nice little bay window too, like that one in Donaldson. Let's see, kind of slide the camera in here. Not sure what the plans are for this, but I heard a guy talking down at Hellmart. You probably heard it in the background of the video, saying it looked good here. So they must be planning to do something cool. Visitor center or something. Go to the tap, have some chicken, and come and look at the depot. But yeah, that's about it for this one. That a light up there? Not sure. I don't know. I guess just decoration. See if we can peek in the window back here. Yep. Interesting. Alright, well I think we're gonna shoot up to Mount Pleasant. Shoot over to New London. Those are both in Henry County. We're still in Van Buren County at the moment. Actually, we might be back in Lee County. Yeah, I think Mount Hamill's in Lee County. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. We're gonna go through the little town of Salem in Henry County, and you would think it would have had to have a depot at one time. Maybe it still does, but it's not on the map, so not sure. But if I see one through there, maybe we'll stop, take a look around. I don't think this depot is actually officially on this depot tour, but this is Mount Pleasant's Amtrak station in the old depot they're still using. Got Iowa Wesleyan University just around this big, actually I think that's an electrical plant right there. I used to work at the Mount Pleasant paper, if that surprises anybody, and I did a story about that. There's like a bunch of diesel engines in there to, I don't know if it was to power the college, power something, but it's pretty cool in there. Anyway, this is the Mount Pleasant Depot. Don't know anything about it, history or anything. Just driven by it 100 times, 1,000 times when I lived up here. There's a place called the Coffee Depot. But looks like your classic depot. Got the old wooden benches and everything in there. Burlington Route. The two depots here in town that are on the list have been moved from other tiny towns, kind of like the Mount Hamill I stopped at. But it's out at the Old Threshers ground. Midwest Old Thresher is a huge thing for Mount Pleasant, for the area. I don't know if you've ever seen those giant steam tractors. Probably have. That's what Old Threshers is about, and all kinds of other things. I have an old train out there. Hopefully you can hear me. The wind just picked up pretty bad. We'll head out there. I say we'll get over to New London and wrap this video up. A bit more about Mount Pleasant itself, if you want to know. It's where current U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack got his political start. He was mayor here, and then he was state senator, state rep, one of the two, and then eventually Iowa governor. He ran for president briefly in 2008. The nomination that eventually went to Barack Obama. So I came up here and covered his announcement over there. I was at the Democrat in Fort Madison at that time. Anyway, I stopped rambling. We'll go check out the old Thresher's grounds and see if we can find those other two depots. Well, here's the Yarmouth one. Yarmouth's a tiny town not too far from here. Probably about the same size as Mount Hamill. Probably has the same amount of elevators. But that's it. I don't think I'll even get out of the car to show you around that one, but this is where people get on during Old Threshers. They have a trolley track there, and they have trolleys. And actually coming up during Halloween, they have like a haunted trolley thing. It's always pretty fun. I'm gonna check that out in Mount Pleasant. I'm gonna look and see what the other one is around here and see if we can find that. Here at the Old Threshers grounds, they got like a little Old West town here. Up here where the other depot is. Church down at the end. Let's see, quilt shop, savings bank, jail, post office. What was that, an old print shop or something? It's probably in one of these. Oh, there's blacksmith. But there's the depot over there from Hillsboro. Hillsboro, a little bigger town, probably about the same size as Farmington. So not, you know, huge or anything, but little. We'll check out this depot that was moved here from Hillsboro. Old Threshers has moved several buildings from some of these tiny towns, save historical buildings and all that. But you got the water tower over there, the caboose here, the little engine to pull it around. This is a narrow gauge track. It's a lot skinnier than a normal railroad track. It's kind of like, that's how wide it is, so compare that to, you know, the regular track you see. But they got this pretty good. Here's Hillsboro. R-O, not R-O-U-G-H or whatever. Little telegraph sign there, pretty cool. So yeah, at the Old Threshers event, they have train rides here. Alright, heading east out of Mount Pleasant. We're going over to New London. Used to cover the school board in New London. Exciting times. The Dover Museum over there, I think, is the depot. We'll check that out, and we're going to wrap up the video like I keep promising. Here we are in New London, Iowa. Still Henry County. Got the Pilot Grove Depot here in town, apparently. Pilot Grove is one of the tiniest towns around. I think it's even smaller than Mount Hamill that we stopped in. So we'll walk over here, take a look around for a minute. I don't think I'll go down to the actual museum. It's down there, next to this chiropractic center. But we'll just take a quick look. Got the cool telegraph sign on it too. Let's go over here. Looks like we got some info. It's just kind of explaining what these tools are. Back behind here. Nice little mural there. They put down some fake tracks here. Those are 2x4s. Oh, here's some real railroad. Try that again. Here's some real railroad. JJ Nicking Company donated it, apparently. A little baggage cart thing there. Tiny church. Okay. But that's about it. Well, I'm back here at home after that adventure. Had a pretty good time. I didn't get to any of the western part of the event, but if they have it next year, we'll concentrate on that side of the deal. Motorcycle going by outside. Anyway, I know it was a lot longer video than I usually have on here, so if you made it to the end, I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, like the video, share the video. Get some more people to Uncle JoJo's house. I am up to 357 subscribers, I think. But we got to get to 1,000, as you know. But thanks for watching, and we'll be back pretty soon with something else we're doing.